Hello everyone, welcome you all in my YouTube channel Unique Aviation. In this video, we are going to discuss our submodule 13 of your maintenance practice, that is control cables. So in this video, in whole video, we are going to see what is control cable, what are the methods and inspection required in control cable, like what is swaging, what are the Nico press swaging and everything, what are the inspection for cables, pulleys, fairlets, and all these things are discussed in this video. So let's start. Now the very first questions comes in mind is what is control cable. Control cable is just like as rope as you use in your house. Control cables as rope are made from many of the small and thin particle and thin fabricates to bundle together. Likewise, these control cables are made from carbon steel or the CRS, means the corrosion resistance steel, very thin particles, means very thin strands. That thin wires are called strands, and many of the strands are bundled together and make a control cable. These are used to transmit the power from the rudder waiters and the control stick to the control surfaces like elevators, ailerons or rudders. Okay. Now the question comes in mind, what are the maintenance practice involved in it? Okay, so there are lots of maintenance practice, like the first one is swaging. So what is swaging? Swaging is making the end of the control cable so that it can be connected with control cable or with the control stick or rudder waiters. Okay, so that the transmission of the power can be obtained. Now the question comes in mind, how to swage any wire. Okay, though it involves some procedure, like the first step should be you should have to cut out the control cable that is of your required length. Okay, so after cutting it out, you should have to apply some compounds on it. Some compounds, they are protective compound that are used to avoid corrosion or abrasions and etc. Okay, and after that you have to take one terminal barrel that you can see in the figure. Terminal barrels are nothing, they are a special device that are used to connect with the any system. So you have to insert that control cable in the terminal barrel and then you have to press it. Okay, when you press it, it will get connected into the control cable and the control cable and terminals will connect it to each other. Now they are ready to use, you can use with your system. Okay, the next thing that you should have to keep in mind, that whenever you have making this swaging, you will always check the slippage. Okay, the cable should not be slipped out from their terminals. Okay, and after checking this slippage, you have to check it for loads, that is it correct or not. For that you will use the 60% of the load compared to their strength for which it is made. Now these wires, just like as the electrical wire, sometimes if broken, they can be also spliced. What is spliced? Making if two cables are broken, we will have to together and then we will use a splice to join together. Okay, so for that there are some limitations when you are using splices in control cable. Like these control cables are routed through the aircraft with the help of pulleys. These pulleys are rotated with the help of these control cables and they will guide the control cable to the control surface and to the power transmission source. Okay, so for that we will always keep in mind that whenever you are using splices, like you can see in the figure, these splices should only be used when there is a long run of the wire. What does it mean? It means there should not be any pulley, there should not be any fairlets, otherwise they will create problem when they are passing through the pulley or the fairlets. Okay, next one is you have to check and inspect regularly that the cable slippage should not be there. Okay, so for that, if you are directly using your hand, then you cannot determine. So for that we will use two methods. First one is you can use a tape, and whenever you will use your hand, the tape will not slip and you will get the amount of slippage. Okay, or in the place of paint, you can tape, you can use the paint also. It is also same method to check the slippage of the cable. Okay, next thing is another method of swaging is Nico press swaged. What is Nico press swaged? Nico press swaged is another method of swaging. It involves copper sleeves. Okay, these copper sleeves are just put on the cable and after that we will use press. Okay, so as you can see in the figure, if there are three presses that you are using in Nico press, then first of all you will use the center one and after that the besiding both. Okay, so first of all center, then second, then third. Okay, So this is the method that we'll use. The very important thing is that we should always check, and time to time you have to check that the strength of the nego press should be maintained. Okay, so we'll have to ensure that the strength should not be tolerated. Okay, the next point is the inspection of the cable. Okay, after installing also we will time to time check the cables. The first one is the wire strand. I have already told you the a very thin one piece of wire in the control cable is called strand. So we will see that the strength should not be break, wear, or any corrosion is there, or any distortions are there. The second one is which is very important, in annual basis, means in 1 year or when the aircraft complete 100 hours, you will have to remove out the control cable and you will check for the wear, abrasion, corrosion and everything. Okay, the next one is we will especially inspect the area which is critical fatigue area. Now the question comes in mind, what is critical fatigue area? So the critical fatigue area is the area around the pulleys, or the area where high temperature is there, or the area where control cable is rubbing with any other substance or any other material, or the area which is 1 feet within the switched fitting. These are called critical fatigue areas. Okay, so we will look after all these things especially. The next one is we will always use a cloth to clean the control cable. This will give you two things. The first one is it will clean the cable for your visual inspection, and the second one, if any of the wire strand is damaged, you can easily feel. Okay, so for that we will use a cloth to pass over the whole cable so that we can get the breakage of the strand, or it will help to clean the cable for your visual inspection. Now the next thing is kinking of the wire. Kink is nothing, it is like some wire if they are rotated at some sharp angles. So for that we will not going to twist the cable uncertainly. Okay, so unnatural twist should be avoided. Next one is we will closely inspect the strand, the damage on the strand. Okay, how much they are weared. Okay, so if it is more than 40% or 50% wear, then you will have to replace it out. Okay, the next one is we will inspect for the corrosion also. There should no evidence of corrosion. Next one is we will always check the swedging for their slippage. Okay, next one is after inspecting these cables, we will always inspect the pulleys. Okay, because pulleys are the important part that are used to route these cables. So for that we will use the roughness of the cable, that inspect the roughness of the cable, then any dirt or dust particles, then the proper alignment of the pulleys. Now after that we will check the supporting part of the pulleys, like the guards and the brackets that are used to support these pulleys, that should be inspected. Now after inspecting these pulleys, we will inspect the fair leads. What are the fair leads? Fair leads are devices that are used to guide these control cables to source to the destination. Now what we have to inspect in fair lead, it is inspected for wear, it is breakage, cleaning, for all these things. And the very important thing we have to inspect with the fair lead is the cable route at the fair lead should not be greater than 3 degree angle. Okay, so it is not be greater than, deflection should not be greater than 3 degree. Okay, now after checking all these things and after inspecting all these things, you will have to check and inspect the tension of the cable, because tension should always be correct to transfer the correct power from one place to another. So for that we will use an instrument that is called tensiometer. So tensiometer will tell you is it correct, the correct tension of the cable is ensured or not. So for a smaller aircraft you will use tensiometer, and after ensuring that the tension is correct or not, you will have to adjust the tension of the cable. But if you are adjusting the tension of a large aircraft which has control cable, you will also have to mind that the variation of temperature is also variation of temperature will affect the control cable. So for that you will have an extra subsequent for these temperature variations. Next, the thing that is given in your book is Bowden cable system. So Bowden cable system is nothing, there is somewhere complex and they are used in smaller applications like brake lever. Okay, they as you can see in the figure, they require less maintenance than control cables, and that is why they are used. Some problems with them is cleaning and lubrication, and they cannot be used for long distances. Okay, the next one is Teleflex cable system, which is modern, and they are very complex than Bowden system also. They are used because they can very efficiently transfer from one place to another. They are used because they use spirally connected wires. Their wire strands are spiral, and because of that they are very efficient to transfer power from one place to another. They are mostly used for throttle lever. Okay, the throttle lever, you must know, the throttle lever are used to increase or decrease the thrust of the engine. Okay, so time to time cleaning is required for it, and small they will have to inspect for their damages and everything. Okay, and because they are special wires and because they are special control cables, they need special swaging also. For that, you can see in the figure, they need like box type and fitting. Okay, as you can see in the figure. So this is all about your control cable in this module, in this sub module. We will see the next video of forming material forming and all these things. So this is all about your today's video. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe, share to everyone so that everyone can get benefits. Thank you.